A plaintiff in Connecticut just tried to secretly hack the court's automated review system using invisible text hidden in their legal filings. We will break down exactly how that happened today.
Welcome to 5-Minute AI News for Saturday, August 15th, 2026. We are also looking at Google tweaking its watermark rules and a rare, high-stakes collaboration between Apple and Alibaba. Let's get into it.
Starting with that courtroom drama. A self-represented plaintiff in Connecticut attempted a classic prompt injection attack, but they did it in a formal legal document. They embedded hidden instructions directly into their court filings, hoping to manipulate any AI system that might be tasked with reviewing the paperwork.
The execution was surprisingly simple. The plaintiff hid the instructions using 3-point white text on a solid white background. It is an old trick from the early days of search engine optimization, now being repurposed to trick language models into ruling favorably or ignoring certain facts in the case.
The judge caught the hidden text and did not take it lightly. The court actually compared the tactic to secretly tampering with a human jury. As a penalty, the judge revoked the plaintiff's electronic filing privileges entirely.
What makes this story especially interesting is that Connecticut courts do not currently use AI for their filing reviews. The automated system they were trying to hack does not even exist yet. But the court ruled that the intent to deceive was enough to warrant strict sanctions. This establishes a clear legal precedent for AI tampering by the general public.
Shifting over to Google, they just introduced a new toggle that allows users to remove visible watermarks from media generated by its AI tools. This applies to images, videos, and music coming out of Gemini and their AI video generator, Flow.
Users can now simply turn off a setting called Media Watermark. Doing this removes that little sparkle logo that usually sits in the bottom right corner of their generated files. It gives creators a lot more flexibility to use AI-generated media in professional presentations or commercial projects without disruptive visual branding getting in the way.
Of course, taking away that visible sparkle removes an immediate cue for casual viewers that the content is AI-generated, but Google is keeping the underlying security intact. Turning off the visible logo does not affect the invisible cryptographic benchmarks, like SynthID, which detection tools rely on to verify a file's true origin.
Speaking of big tech moves, Apple has developed a custom large language model specifically for the Chinese market, and they did it through a rather rare partnership with domestic tech giant Alibaba.
The China-focused model was trained directly using Alibaba's support and computing infrastructure. It is a necessary compromise for Apple. Delivering AI features in China requires navigating strict regulatory requirements from Beijing, which mandate that models adhere to specific local guidelines before they can be released to the public.
It is a delicate balancing act given current geopolitical tensions. Apple typically prefers to keep its model training entirely in-house, but the reality of rolling out global AI features means adjusting to regional constraints. Collaborating with a local infrastructure provider like Alibaba ensures Apple can maintain its product timeline while staying fully compliant with regional data and training laws.
Meanwhile, OpenAI is changing how it prices model performance. They just introduced a new ultrafast inference tier for GPT 5.6 Sol. This new tier leverages hardware from their $10 billion partnership with Cerebras to dramatically accelerate output generation.
The numbers here are notable. The ultrafast mode delivers up to 750 output tokens per second. That represents a 14-time speed increase over standard generation.
This move establishes a distinct three-tier pricing structure for developers: standard, fast, and ultra-fast. It effectively turns inference speed into its own standalone commercial product. Instead of just competing on how smart a model is, OpenAI is now directly challenging competitors on raw compute performance.
Exactly. For developers building real-time applications like voice assistants or automated trading bots, cutting down that latency is critical. Having a dedicated high-speed tier gives them a clear path to scale their platforms.
And Alibaba is making news again today, this time on the open source front. Their Qwen team just released the open weights for Qwen 3.8. It is a dense model designed specifically for developers building local and agent-based applications.
It features 27 billion parameters and natively processes up to 262,000 tokens of context. According to the release notes, it actually outperforms the larger Qwen 3.7 Plus model in complex coding and office tasks.
What makes this release stand out is the highly permissive Apache 2.0 license. The Qwen team continues to aggressively push the boundaries of open-weight AI. It offers developers a highly capable alternative to proprietary Western models for enterprise tasks, without restrictive commercial use clauses.
So, if you are filing court documents anytime soon, maybe skip the invisible white text. The judges are definitely watching.
That's all for today. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and leave us a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It really helps the show. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Grainger knows when you're a procurement manager for an office park, you're not managing one building, you're managing all of them. And to stay ahead, you need to see through walls and around corners. Lights about to fail, filters ready to clog, HVAC on its last leg? If you wait until something breaks, you're already behind. Count on Grainger for quality products, easy reordering, and 24/7 support. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.